Last week in my maternity photography business, I was able to generate 109 leads strictly from Instagram. And in this video today, I want to explain to you exactly what I did, essentially three things that I focused on in order to be able to generate those leads and how you possibly can too. So when it comes to lead generation, I want to provide some context that 68 of these leads opted in for my lead magnet. And I'm going to talk about that in the next step. And 41 of these leads are people that opted in on my website and gave me their contact information saying that they are interested in my maternity photo shoot experience. So 68 people came from some lead generation assets, which I'm going to talk about. 41 people came from my actual website. I optimized my website for lead generation. 41 of those people came from my website, them telling me that they are at least interested in what I have to offer. Now, I want to give you the three things I focused on when it came to doing that. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jalen Dorsey Mitchell. I am a marketing coach for portrait photographers, and I essentially help you reach more people, generate more leads, and Lord willing, book more clients. So, the first thing I did was I optimized my Instagram for lead generation. So, how do you optimize your Instagram for lead generation? Well, let me tell you some mistakes I see a lot of people doing. A lot of people will have all these different things in their bio, birthday, beauty, all the different things that you do. A lot of people have all these different links. I'm sorry, not links, but different pages that are in their Instagram. Like if I'm a maternity photographer and I got a newborn page that I want people to go to my Instagram, that's one of the red flags because with your Instagram is essentially your storefront. And if you know what a storefront is the front of the store, that the part of the store that gets people to come in. So when you look at your Instagram, I believe that Instagram's creating content on Instagram, the goal of that is to get more people to your website. That's my belief, my opinion. So I wanted to optimize my Instagram for that, for lead generation. So what I did was I changed my profile picture to be a picture of me. I made sure my name was either my name, a brand name that I went by, or your name could possibly be, whatever your brand name is. And then I optimize my bio. So the bio has, I believe, three parts. It's going to be your display name. So your display name is going to be what people see at the top. So, you may put in there Detroit maternity photographer or whatever, but the first line under like your follower count is your display name. And you want to put your name. I put Jalen Dorsey Mitchell dash Detroit maternity photographer. And when you're doing your display name, you want to make sure you put your name and what city you're in. So you could put Sarah Banks, Texas maternity photographer, or Sarah Banks, Houston maternity photographer. Get specific as possible. And if you live in a small city, like one of my students, she live in Port St. Lucie, but that's close to South Florida, like Miami or whatever. I told her to use South Florida maternity photographer or Miami maternity photographer or something like that, where her audience is usually searching. Because if you didn't know, Instagram has its own SEO, like Google has its SEO. And when people type in the search bar, they then find people related to that service. So I should be able to go on your Instagram and type in Detroit maternity photographer, and you should pop up because I pop up, or whatever your niche is, Cleveland beauty photographer, whatever it may be. I should be able to go in there and pop up. Your name should pop up. Okay, so you change your display name. The second portion is going to be your bio. So these are the words that are inside of your bio. So there's three lines you want to have in your bio. The first line is a value line. What value do you bring to your audience? For example, I believe mine's when I first started was I help married couples or married wives like you document their pregnancy journey. Like, what is the value you're adding to that person? And the next line is going to be your credibility line or what you post about. So my credibility line was award-winning maternity studio. Or if you don't have any certifications or awards yet, you could do, you know, behind the scenes, valuable maternity content. Like, what do you post about? And then the third line is your call to action line. It's essentially telling people like once they come to your page and they see your post, they come to your page and they see your profile, what is the next thing you want them to do? So it's essential that you optimize your Instagram for the max amount of conversion. So that first profile part, probably from your Instagram name, not your display name, your Instagram name, all the way down to the first three posts that are pinned at the top, and we're going to get into that. those are going to confirm to people that they're in the right place or the wrong place. So you want to confirm to people that they're in the right place. A person that's looking for maternity wants to see that they're in the maternity place. A person that's looking for newborn want to see that they're in the newborn place. A person that's looking for beauty want to see that they're in the beauty place. You want to reconfirm to them that they're reassure them that they're in the right place. Now that's the call to action line. Um, Click the link below to download my free lead magnet. Click the link below to get your posing guide. Click the link below to book your experience. Like click the link below to apply. Those are all that three line. Those are your call to action lines. Okay. Then the link in your bio. Let me tell you this, guys. Put the link in your bio where you want people to go to. Do not put the link in your bio where you do not want people to go to. So essentially, you want to have one link in your bio. Currently, I have two because I'm doing a maternity. I do maternity, but I'm also doing a meetup for photographers because I do coaching. But for you to start out, once this meetup over, I'm taking it out. One link. So if you want them to download something, send them to that link to download. If you want them to um, inquire about a session with you, send them, put the link in there to the session. Okay. Don't put no other links in there. Don't put a link tree with all this stuff in there. Put the link in there to where you want them to go. Okay. Then the next thing is your highlight icons. So we're still optimizing our Instagram. The next thing is your highlight icons. So when it comes to your highlight icons, I suggest people to have these highlight icons. Okay. Number one, frequently asked questions. Number two, testimonials. Number three, behind the scenes. Because once again, your Instagram is your storefront. When somebody new comes to your page, how can you reassure them that they're in the right spot? Optimizing your bio, having the correct links in your bio, having the correct highlight icons and story icons in your on your page, right? And then from there, you have your first three posts. So Instagram has a feature at the time we recording this that you can pin three posts to the top of your page. So the three posts I suggest is number one, going to be your maternity. I'm sorry, you're not your maternity, but what are, I would say it like this, what are three posts that you can pin at the top of your page that help people instantly get to know about you and your service and your work? So for example, the first post, if you go on my Instagram, jetsetymc.com, the first post I have pinned is going to be a start here post because this is where I want people to start. And I talk about, you know, my name is Jalen Dorsey Mitchell. And if you are a married expecting parent, you're in the right place. This is what we have to offer. That's the first post. The second post is what happens on the day of a maternity photo shoot. The third post is one of probably my best maternity photo shoot I've ever done. So you want to have three posts on your page pinned to the top that kind of give people or reassure people about what you have to offer. Okay. And then all your other posts should just flow from that and talk about your niche. Okay. So the first thing I did to generate, the first thing that helped me generate those 109 leads last week was optimizing my Instagram. The second thing is creating lead generation assets. So these are LGAs, okay? LGA, lead generation assets. So a lead generation asset is essentially an asset that you create in order to generate leads. And if you don't know what a lead is a person that gives you their name, email, phone number, or essentially their contact information in exchange, or give you their contact information for you to reach out to them about your service, your product, whatever it may be. So when you get a lead, that is essentially a person you have an opportunity to sell something to. And you don't have to always sell something paid. You can sell something free, which goes into what are the lead generation assets that I have? Okay. The first lead generation asset, and there are two. The first lead generation assets that I have currently are my lead magnets. So if you don't know what a lead magnet is, it's a valuable resource you give to a potential client in exchange for their name, number, and email, or their name and email so you can contact them in the future. So your lead magnet can be like a posing guide where you show clients how to pose. Your lead magnet can be like an idea board. That's my lead magnet. You can have a planning guide, how to plan a birthday photo shoot, maternity photo shoot. You can have your lead magnet could possibly, with some other lead magnets I've saw, can be a vendor list of all the best places to get maternity wardrobe from. You can give it to your clients. Those are all essentially lead magnets, and those lead magnets fall into the category of lead generation assets. So essentially, well, I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. Okay. Now, the next thing is the other lead generation asset that I had was my website. So a lot of people have a traditional website where you can go to home, portfolio, contact, all those different places. No, my website is a application funnel. And I learned this concept from Russell Brunson. I'm pretty sure he got it from somebody, but I adopted it from him. And essentially, the reason I did an application funnel was because I was tired of, I just, something for me just felt like the website. I would ClickFunnels user, and they said that with a traditional website, people have all these different places to go: home, blog, contact, portfolio, and it doesn't confuse them, but it gives them too many options, and they eventually click off and they don't make it to the place you want them to go. So Russell Brunson said, when you use a sales funnel, that's an application funnel. When you use a sales funnel, you are essentially guiding your clients through where you want to go. So I essentially have a application funnel, and it's 3 pages: a home page, apply page, and a thank you page. And on the home page, the first step is for moms to click the button, give me their information. That's the step one of the application, to show that they're interested, so I can capture their contact information and I can email to them if they don't fill out an application, or email to them and nurture them, because everybody that come to your website is not always ready to book. So those were the two LGAs I created. I created lead magnets, and I created, it's three. You need lead magnets, you need opt-in funnels, and you need a lead generating website. So what is an opt-in funnel? Opt-in funnel is essentially a page or a series of pages that you create for leads, potential leads, to put their information in to get your lead magnet. So opt-in funnels and lead magnets kind of align with each other. So for example, you created a lead magnet for how to pose, but you don't have the opt-in funnel for people to go to the page, put in their name and email, and get your lead magnet, delivered to them in a nurture sequence and all that. We can talk about that in the email marketing class. But yeah, those are the three lead generation assets, lead magnets, opt-in funnels, and a lead generating website. Now, I have all those things, but now the third thing that I did was I created content to reach people and drive traffic to all of those things. Because now that you have them, you have to drive traffic to them. So I will create specific content for my website, for my lead magnet, and from like to drive to my opt-in funnel. So traffic, if you ever listen to the word traffic, traffic is essentially people that come to your website or people that come to a page. So if you ever go to a page, let's say you go to Nike.com, you are going to be a part of the amount of traffic that they have on their website, and you are considered a visitor. And if that's your first time visiting them, you're considered a unique visitor. So you need to drive traffic to these lead generation assets, or these opt-in funnels, or your lead generating website, so that you are able to convert people to leads. Okay. So let's just recap what I did to generate 109 leads in my maternity photography business that I've partnered with God in to steward over, or lead by his leading, is number one, I optimize my Instagram profile. I primarily use Instagram. If you're using anything else, you're going to have to optimize your profile for whatever you're using. I go by the rule that Alex Hermosi says: one channel, one offer, one audience. That's the rule I follow right now. He said, do that till you hit your first million. Okay. The second thing you want to do is create you some lead generation assets, right? If that's your website, rather if that is it needs to be your website, then you need to create some lead magnets, and then you need to create some opt-in funnels for people to go through. Okay. And then from there, you want to create content to send people to those opt-in funnels, or to your lead generating website. So just for clarity, so you understand, your opt-in funnels are like the gateway to getting the lead magnets. Okay. So that's why I want to make sure I clarify that. So you create an opt-in funnel, a page for people to go to get your lead magnet. Okay. So I just want to clarify that, because I feel like I was confusing myself. Um, and then from there, you are able to, from there, you are able to, um, am I trying to say? From there, you are able to generate the lead. So step one, optimize your Instagram profile. In my case, or whatever profile you're using. Step two, you want to create some lead generating assets. That's primarily going to be your website, your lead magnets, and your opt-in funnels. And then step number three, you want to drive traffic to those assets so that you are able to convert people to leads. And in this sense, I created content, but you can run pay ads, you can write blogs, you can, you know, reach out to people on your phone. So many different ways you can drive traffic to your website. But in my case, like I said, um, I did that through straight content creation. So if you are a portrait photographer and you are looking to get more marketing content like this, I would say subscribe to my channel. I primarily focus on helping portrait photographers market their photography business so you can reach more people, generate more leads, and Lord willing, book more clients. So also, I have an opportunity where if you are a portrait photographer and you want a community of other people who are marketing their portrait photography business, I have the marketing community for portrait photographers. I'll put that in the show notes for you to be able to go and see and join the group. I talk about marketing here and there. I'm starting to talk about marketing seriously here and there. But if you want more marketing content like this, hit the subscribe button. And if you have any marketing questions or want me to make a marketing video on something, just drop it in the comments and I will get to it, or willing, if I can. If not, keep reminding me or hit me up on Instagram at jetsetymc, and I will be able to make that happen for you. All right, catch you guys in the next video.